for coming to my channel. I am Jackie Horton, your wellness and health specialist. I am here to promote wellness and good health.
The real you is breathing down your neck, begging you to manifest. It's got to be a lifestyle change. When you shift your paradigm, when you shift your thinking, only then what you see in your head, you will hold in your hand.
Do not let misery control the life that you have. Do not let anyone tell you how to live it. Do not let anyone validate your purpose. Do not let anyone validate your destiny. Someone told you a long time ago that you wasn't worthy. Someone looked you in the eye and said you wasn't gonna make it. I say to you right now that you will make it. I say to you right now that you must make it. I say to you right now that you must tell excuses, fear, and doubt that it has no place in your place of business. For this is your life that you are fighting for. This is your life that you are living for. And make no mistake, no one is gonna do you better than you. Don't wait for something to happen. You make it happen. You make it happen for a reason. And take full responsibility and control of this thing we call life. Excellence.
Hey, thank you for joining me today. Today is Mental Health Monday. Thank you for joining me today. I am your virtual wellness and health specialist. I am here to promote wellness and good health. I'm also here to amplify lifestyle behaviors that promote wellness and good health. And I'm also to uplift things that we're already doing. For today, what came across my mind recently is just the idea of being unmotivated. And it came across my mind because one of the things as a wellness and health specialist, whether I'm doing therapy or whether I'm doing coaching on certain things, normally people come to me and just say, I'm unmotivated. And if parents bring their children to me or their adolescent to me, that's usually how their behaviors of their child is described. He or she is just unmotivated. And the way the way unmotivated is defined is that, you lose interest in something that you once had enthusiasm for. It could definitely be work, it could be your study, it could be, things that you used to value, like if you collected items and collected things that you no longer want to do. It's also sometimes it almost feels like it has no reason, the reason why you've lost your motivation. And the reason why you just can't get that same effort and that same energy up as you once did for things that you once had. And then there's also this other piece about unmotivated is like if you get attacked, like somehow you're coming out of a store or you're at school and you have an unmotivated attack and you just go like, this is without reason, I'm not even sure how this even happened to me. And so when I look at the unmotivated child or the unmotivated parent, teacher, Christian, pastor, what I sort of hear is in regards to how they operate is that they just feel aimless, like, they're not attaching to anything. They're not connected to anything. Pretty much most things unaffect them. They just, keep it moving, don't have any reaction to it, don't even acknowledge an experience from it. And the last thing is that I hear a lot about, like it just feels like a lot of pressure, like it's very heavy, almost like you're carrying something. And and the weight is heavy and the weight is getting tiring. And the more you feel weighted down, the more you're not able to really get your thoughts into doing things that you once found pleasure in. The origin is based on fear, coping with stress, sadness, neglect, and a host of other things. One of the things that I have learned as I worked with the unmotivated soul was to figure out, those areas, the origin, but also to make sure that the intervention is something that's going to be useful in making a change. I really do not put a lot of time frames in somewhat on this, because I don't know how the person's going to receive it, since I don't have control of the outcome. But one thing that I do based on if the intervention is effective is the light starts to turn back on based on the person's responses. So with the interventions and the outcomes, I sort of keep it targeted. I sort of keep three things in mind. I keep it targeted, I keep it consistent, and I keep it repetitive. Because one thing, as a behavior health specialist, as a therapist, the hardest area to change in the entire body is the mind. And the mind is the function of our thinking. And so I have to make sure that the intervention is what is needed for what is causing the lack of motivation. So it is targeted, it is consistent, and it is repetitive. And we've all have had seasons, periods, years where we have felt unmotivated. It happens to everyone in their lifetime, sometimes more than once. It is a response to discord within ourselves. It is also an alert for an underlying problem that could lead to an awakening to free the mind. It's like I said, it depends on the receptiveness of the individual. Most of the time, people have received it, maybe not in the moment that they've been working with me or working in the treatment centers and so forth, but somehow anyone that comes to see me, they cannot tell me a moment when a person or persons had turned on their light during this period when they were unmotivated. So for anyone, if you are that person who's holding that image of this individual until this person is able to become it, what I would say to you is that just keep being targeted, keep being consistent, and keep being repetitive. Because that works. And interrupting and intervening is also disrupting, what is causing the feelings, whether it be fear, whether it be stress, whether it be sadness, whether it be neglect. It is breaking down that heavy load that the person is experiencing that is causing the lack of motivation. So with that being said, take this piece with you, and I hope for those who are in the lives of the people who are unmotivated at this time, that you, as a person who continues to be the motivating person, the motivating anchor to this type of person or this type of season for a person that you love, just stay targeted, consistent, and repetitive. The light is slowly returning to being on. Thank you for joining me for Mental Health Monday. I will see you Tuesday as well. Have a great day. Bye.
This path that you are taking right now, this emptiness that you are feeling right now, it is only a temporary match, a temporary thing that is going on inside of you right now. It's only temporary, but it is necessary. It is necessary that you struggle. It is necessary that you feel alone. It is necessary that you have to continue to go forward. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to give up. Even when